So a guy walks into a bar with a girl, and he sits down, he orders a couple drinks, but she doesn't sit down. She just kind of sways back and forth. She looks at him, he looks at her, and then she leaves him. And the guy doesn't know what to do because he hasn't thought of a punchline yet. What would you think about it? Something way back, I'd have to guess. Maybe on one of the early dates where you're standing outside her apartment and you're looking at her and she seems kind of sad, kind of aloof, but you don't do anything, you go home. And that's it, that's what you'll think about. What if you'd went inside? You go into a room, you sit on a couch under a fuzzy blanket, and after a while she tells you about the time in the 4th grade that she lost her tooth at the zoo, and you're so happy because you know that's the kind of sweet story that you only learn from someone when you know that you're truly close with them. You'll think about it over and over again, and you'll think about it so much that the thought becomes the memory of the reality itself. So why did she leave you? If she told you so much, if she shared so much with you, if you were so close, why did she go? Well, because she didn't, and you weren't. But it's still nice to think so, isn't it? Okay, so the guy walks into the bar and he sits down at the bar, he orders some drinks. The girl walks in, or she's there the whole time, doesn't really matter, and she leaves him. And I guess the point of this is there's got to be a punchline, because the longer you pretend there isn't, the less funny it gets, and then after a while it's just not funny at all, and then it becomes sickening. You gotta realize you spent the better half of a year connected to this person who's just gone now. What are you left with? You're left with the time to sit and romanticize the better parts, but that's not enough consolation at all. They told you there was going to be a punchline. They told you there was going to be a happy ending. That's why you stuck around through the build-up. But if there isn't one, what are you going to do? And that's not very funny at all. Okay. So a guy walks into a bar, and he sits down at the bar, and he orders some drinks from the bartender. And the girl gets there, and she leaves him, and he ignores it at first, and then he's angry. And then he gets beyond angry. He gets truly distraught. He gets to the point where there's nothing else he can do except to get down on his hands and knees and plead with the bartender. He says, please, bartender, you have been here forever. You've seen everyone's stories. There's got to be something, some piece of advice that you can share with me that's going to get me through this. But the bartender doesn't know. I mean, sure, he built the joint and he hands out drinks when people ask him to, but when he sees you've had enough shots, he closes your tab. And then what are you left with? Thirst.
Have you had this encounter with Christ? Has this change taken place in your life? Have you accepted the challenge of following Christ? Are you living a faithful life unto Him? If not, you can start tonight. Right now. Right now. Start tonight, right now.
So the guy walks into the bar, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume you know the rest of the joke by now, or at least what we have of the joke so far. So it might be time to start considering the possibility that there is no punchline. I mean, what, you've had the joke in your head for quite some time now. You've thought about it, you've rewritten it 1,000 times, and if you can't get any closer to the laugh in the end, you might be getting closer to the unfortunate and inevitable conclusion that you will die alone. Look, after a while you get tired, you don't have the energy to put this emotion into the whole process anymore, and you might just forget about it, but one day, way down the line, it might hit you again, and it might hit you with something good. So, alright, here's how it goes, here's how the joke goes. The guy walks into the bar, and he's with the girl, and they sit down, and he doesn't order any drinks, but But he loves her. And he says, thank you for being there for me. When I lost my job, you were there. When I lost my house, you were there. When I was lost, you were there. So I'm starting to think you must just be pretty bad luck for me. And it's not great, I'll admit, it's really not great. But it's better than nothing. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Every laugh, every step that goes anywhere is better than nothing. And all jokes aside, that's how it is with grief, with loss, with stages, with life. Because without hope, there is no life. And without life, there is no hope.